it's Amy Taylor with Lulu Bean Designs. Good afternoon. How is everyone doing today? I'm sorry if y'all were on here before and got bumped off. There's some kind of glitch. I don't know when it just shut off. So hopefully, if you guys were watching me on the original video, you've obviously if you're watching, you're here and you found it. Hopefully the other people who have not hopped on here yet will find it. So I hope y'all are doing well this afternoon. Comment and tell who is watching and where you're from, and come on and say hello and sprinkle the video and comment sprinkled, and you can be entered to win a free file this month. Okay, so like I said yesterday, today we are painting the Hocus Pocus shaker sign. So if you do not know what a shaker sign is, you're in for a treat. Shakers are what I consider my original design. I did history of pick crafting and doing shaker cards. This hairstyle, by the way, is called "It is Too Dang Hot to Turn on the Hair Dryer." And I don't know why it looks like my hair is shorter on one side than the other. I don't know why it looks like that. Anyway, whatever. Hey, Sue. Hey, Melissa. How are y'all today? Oh, Sue is in Culpeper, Virginia. That's not far from me. I was born in Fredericksburg, so I was born up that way. Okay, so the good thing is that start the time to paint my white background so that y'all wouldn't have to sit here and watch the boring part of me painting this board white. So this file, by the way, all the links are in the video description for y'all. And this file is available in my Etsy shop. Hello, Steph. How are you today? Rhode Island and Texas. Awesome. Thank you for sprinkling. So this is going to be a fun sign. If you have seen my shaker stuff before, I do a lot of little mini shaker things that fit on tiered trays. They go on little shelves for home decor, just for like decorating for the holidays. This one is a little bit bigger of a sign that you could display around your home for Halloween. So if you're I am free, which is hilarious. This is a cute little sign. I have, if you're looking for a regular Hocus Pocus file with the hair and the words and everything, I do already have that in my Etsy shop. Hey guys, welcome. So that's already listed. That's one of that. So if you're just looking for a regular one, I do have that. Now, both of the files in my Etsy shop have 3 phrases. They have the one we're doing today, which this one is going to say Hocus Pocus. They have I smell children and amuck, amuck, amuck. So that's like the little which is A in the movie. So anyway, all right. So the file is it's size to fit a Glowforge. So if you have a Glowforge laser, then this is perfect for you. You can always make it bigger if you want to make a bigger sign as well. But this is sized at 10.5 by 10.5 inches squared, so it will fit in there. And then we're going to do some fun stuff with some sprinkles, with some sequins today. Okay. So paint, and I have painted the back of this board. It's obviously going to need a second coat, but we are going to let it dry for a few minutes. I should probably turn on my fan and set it over here so it can be drying, because we're going to need to do a little outline on there. So hold on just a second. Let me find a spot to set it over here where it can dry. There we go. Okay. Hey, Chris. Hey, Ray. How are y'all? I hope I'm saying your name right, Ray. Is it Ray or Rhea? I don't know. I'm sorry. Pronouncing it. Okay, so this is actually a pretty quick sign to paint, and I'm not gonna paint the. If y'all watch me paint my shakers before, you know I always forget, and I paint the parts underneath that you don't need to paint. I'm not going to do that today. I'm not. I'm going to remember. Okay, I'm not going to move these over here yet, though, because we're going to paint the frame. So this is our frame. I cut the backer, by the way. I cut out of 1/8 inch. This frame is cut at 1/4 inch maple, birch. It doesn't matter. I just happen to use maple because it's what I have on hand. So we are going to. We're going to paint it black. Yeah, I'm just going to paint Or no, maybe not. I'm going to do the letters black. Let me do the frame in wood. Okay, we're going to do my cheater stain method. So we're going to do the burnt umber by Apple Barrel and give this like a faux stain. I know I've opened this before. Why does it look like I haven't opened it? I don't think I have another one open. No, it's open. So this is the cheater method. If y'all watch my videos before, you know that this is just the little baby wipe cheater stain thing that I do sometimes. I know a lot of y'all do this too. It's just a way to avoid having to mess with stain. And the drying time and all that. This mark on here is just an irregularity in the wood. Hopefully it'll just kind of blend in with that stain. You know, the wood sometimes has those little like marks and things on there. Taking a baby, just putting the coat on here, and I'm wiping most of it off because I want to be able to see the wood grain, just like as if it was stained. So yeah, this time I had everything lined up. The video was all set to go, no glitches, and then all of a sudden it decided to shut off. And I was like, seriously, like I finally figured out the technology, and the overhead video should not cut off today like it's been doing with my, you know how it's been syncing with my Apple Watch. It shouldn't do that today. The burnt umber, Sharon, yes, that's my go-to for the cheater color. Sometimes what's the other brown? Milk Chocolate by Deco Art. But I just was at Walmart and I needed some more dark brown because I wanted like a dark stain color and a light stain color. And I grabbed the burnt umber because I just think burnt umber is a color that really comes in handy. I use it all the time. Some of the Apple Barrel I don't like, but some of the colors I really do like. And some of them I think are just too thin. But the burnt umber is a good one. I don't know. That seems like a paint. I use that a lot. All right, so we're going to set our frame over there to dry. And then we'll go ahead and do our letters. So I think I was thinking about doing those with a Posca pen. Yeah, I'm just going to do those with my black Posca pen. Just make sure I'm in the camera. I've got my time-lapse video recording today because I know some people don't like to watch entire videos. They like to watch the time-lapse videos. So I'm going to try to start recording all my videos with the time-lapse too, so I can post that and that can be an option. So if anybody is good with video, I need some advice. What I did last time I did a time lapse was I wanted to set it to music. So I uploaded it to TikTok. And shared it to, like from TikTok, I shared it to Instagram and Facebook. But the problem is this is not very juicy. When I shared it to Facebook, it made it really tiny. It like and I don't know how to fix that problem. So if anybody knows, let me know. I know if I just uploaded it straight to Facebook that it wouldn't do that, but then I wouldn't be able to set it to music. And I like to set my videos to music, but I'm not techie, you know, so I don't know how to. And I like to do the music on TikTok because I feel like I can find better music on TikTok than I can on Instagram. So y'all let me know if anybody like watches in the replay or is watching now and y'all know how to fix that. Please tell me. I have yet to figure it out. I also have a Hocus Pocus tiered tray set in my shop. If you're looking for that, got that as well. So comment and tell me, are y'all a Hocus Pocus? Are y'all Hocus Pocus fans? I think Hocus Pocus came in the 90s, right? Is anyone else freezing slightly? Uh-oh. I don't know, Melissa. Hopefully not. Sometimes if you back out and come back into the video, it'll stop doing that, if that helps. But I swear, I love a video like those. It's something very satisfying about watching it in time lapse. And the cooking ones too, the tasty videos, I love those. So yeah, y'all, my hair is looking because it is frizzy and crunchy. So I went old school 80s and I was like, it's too hot to turn on the hair dryer today. I just can't do it. So it's humid is what it is. It's really humid. So I put some mousse in it and I crunched and I said, that's it. That's all I'm doing today. So yep, I went 80s for the day. All right. So now we get to do our witchy ladies. So the way shaker cards work is everything is cut out of quarter inch these toppers. Okay, so when you purchase this file, it tells you in the file what wood to cut everything out of, so you know exactly what to do. It's not confusing. So basically, I've cut these shapes out twice. I cut them once out of quarter inch wood and once out of 1/8 inch wood, and I did that because the quarter inch wood is what goes on the bottom, and you fill it with the sequins or sprinkles or whatever you're filling it with, and you want that to be able to round inside. The one of me is freezing. I don't know. I didn't see the shaker set yet. You have the you have the rest of the shaker sets, Katie? That's so fun. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's freezing for like the video of me working. So at least y'all can see that part, right? All right, I had paint out, but I don't know what I was thinking because really these are so little that this is a job for Posca pens. But I don't I have a dark purple. Okay, so we're going to do these 3 colors for the hair. Shirley, your video is making a banging sound. Oh my goodness, I have no idea what that is. I've got the sound turned off for the overhead camera, so there shouldn't be any banging sound. There's nothing banging in my house. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on today. Facebook is just glitching today for some reason. Stephanie, I do not sell the wood pieces for the shakers, but somebody on here who buys my file may cut them out for you, but no, I don't sell the cutouts for all the shakers. Okay, so I am going to do for Posca, it's very simple with the names that they have yellow. This one, there are 2 shades of orange. This one is just orange. So the other orange that comes in the pack is, that's weird. The lighter orange color is actually called bright yellow. It is not bright yellow. It's like a lighter orange. I'm using the darker, which is just straight up orange. And then I'm going to use the, this one is violet. All right. So we've got our long-haired witchy witch who is Sarah Jessica Parker, right? So you don't have to paint the thicker pieces. You only have to paint the thin pieces because those are the ones you're going to see when you get done. So Posca pens or any other kind of paint pens that you like or have on hand are great for shakers because there's not a lot of painting that you have to do. I'm going to actually stop for just a minute and I'm going to do another coat of white on the other, the backboard. because I need it to be dry when I get done with the hair. So let me real quick do another coat on here because it's looking a little bonging. Oh, the bonging is my computer. That's the sound on my computer. It doesn't do it very often. It's just that I did not turn the sound off. That's all the bonging is. White. Okay. So this is just my white chalk paint. My little home decor white chalk paint. Kind of make this a little brighter of a white color. We need some more paint. Maybe not that much. We'll see. Stephanie, if you don't have a cutter, you need to get you a cutter. A good one to start out with is Glowforge, because Glowforge is a very affordable, it's not a hair, it's a fiber from the paintbrush that keeps going on my board. Oh, it's back on there. I thought I got it. No, y'all can't even see it, but me crazy. So who has, y'all comment and tell me what kind of laser y'all have. Tell Stephanie what kind of laser y'all have. I have a Thunder, and I also have a Glowforge Pro, and my Thunder is a Nova 35. If you're looking for a high-powered laser, a commercial laser, you're going to want something big like a Thunder. But if you are just looking for a little, a small laser, something you can put in your craft area that doesn't take up a lot of space and make a ton of noise, a Glowforge is a better option for you. Okay. So then to avoid streaking, I'm just doing some long strokes. I'm actually going to get my brush a little bit wet. I'm going to go back and do some long strokes on here so I don't have a bunch of streaks. Let that dry. Again. I see a lot of Glowforge people on here today. Oh, you're waiting, Shirley, you're waiting on your refurbished Glowforge today. That's awesome. Is that one, or are you getting a because you had to turn it in and get a different one? Oh, thank you, Tiffany. You have a huge laser and you love your laser. Which kind do you have? Yes, it is the best thing you could ever buy for your business. I completely agree. It has totally changed my business. It drives me crazy. I sit here with my baby wipe and just I can't do it. I can't be messy. All right, so that's drying. So we're going to do some orange on this one. She is so funny in this movie. She's my favorite. I love her in everything. Have y'all seen Beaches? She's in Beaches. That's an old movie. Oh, so sad. I'm showing my age by saying I love the movie Beaches. This is a great orange because it's nice and bright. This piece got a little scorching on it from the laser, but this covered it right up. This orange pen. There we go. You love Beaches, Jennifer. It's such a good movie. Oh, it went out 2 weeks out of warranty, but they're honoring the warranty. Oh, that's awesome. Knock on wood, mine have not gone out yet. Neither one. My son's a workhorse. I cut a ton of blanks, and it just, as long as I keep that lens clean and my exhaust cleaned out, she just keeps on trucking. If I ever get another laser, if my business were to ever get big enough to get a second big laser, I would get another Thunder in a heartbeat. I know a lot of people buy the Chinese lasers because they're cheap, and they say once you know how to use a laser, then um, you could probably do a Chinese. So I may do that, but I don't know. I'm so used to the Thunder, and I love their customer service. Allison, these are Posca pens, uni Posca pens. You can find them on Amazon. Okay, I need for my board to be dry. Let me see. I'm so thirsty today, y'all. It is so hot. My husband and I bought a dehumidifier for the upstairs this summer, and it has been a game changer. I need for this to be dry. Let me prop it up here because I really can't do anything until that is dry. Okay. Let's see. We have our sequins. So y'all ask me some questions because I can't really do anything until it's dry. I am going to use my new glue. This is my new glue. I used it yesterday. Y'all know I told you don't squeeze the sides of it really hard because it will go squirting everywhere. And I did not know that. I didn't know the sides were like squeezable, but they definitely are. So that's how you get the glue to like come out a little bit more. Anyway, this glue, hope that y'all can see it in the above camera. Super glue gel, and it's supposed to be like a fine point. It's not that fine of a point, but it's pretty fine. Okay, let's talk about the acetate for a minute. You will be familiar with acetate. You can also use acrylic, but I use acetate for mine because I like it to be a little bit thinner. This acetate is clear. It just has a tissue paper backing on it. So what we're going to do is once our backer is dry, we are going to put our thick piece down, and then we're going to, like on the backer, and then we're going to fill it with sequins, but not too many because we want them to move. So we want to have them, then I'm going to get up and shake it. And then we're going to take the piece of acetate, and you can get acetate on Amazon. I have a supply list on my website. If you go to, in the video description, I've linked the supply list. So you can click over there. You can cut this with your laser. Some people ask, can they cut it with their Silhouette or Cricut? You can, but if you're cutting your wood with your laser, why would you bother getting the other machine out, honestly? Because you can just cut everything on your laser. And this, wow, everybody fretting this. The only reason it's the tissue paper stuck on here is because I laser cut it with the tissue paper and it burned the edges. So it's like stuck on there now. So I'm just getting it off. This is what I can do while I'm waiting for the backer to dry. So everybody messages me and is very afraid to cut laser. I don't have any problem cutting it whatsoever. It's like the easiest thing ever to cut. I can't remember the setting for Glowforge. I know people always ask me that. I want to say the speed is 500. Does that sound right? I haven't used my Glowforge in like a couple months. So just because I always go to my Thunder because it's my big workhorse machine. Does 520 sound right for Forge for cardstock? You cut it on the same setting that you cut cardstock on. So if you've ever cut cardstock or paper with your laser, that's all the power you need. It's so thin, you hardly need to put any power to it at all. And it's really fast. It cuts like, This is usually not this hard to peel off. The only reason I cut it with the tissue is because I feel like it gives the laser something to focus on rather than like aiming it at something clear. That probably is not necessary, but in my theory that it kiss on something here, I don't know. That probably is not true. That shows you how little I actually know about a machine that I use almost every day of my life. Allison says, do you laser cut it at the same time with the wood or separate? So what I do is well, with my Thunder laser, because you have to, I manually focus. Y'all who have Glowforges don't manually focus. Glowforge autofocuses. But with my Thunder, you can autofocus, but it's more accurate if you manually focus. So I manually focus every time, which all that means, it's a fancy word for taking the nozzle of my laser and putting a piece of acrylic underneath it that is, it's making sure it is exactly 6 millimeters away from my material. That's all manual focus means. You're just making sure that you are 6 millimeters away from your material. So at least for Thunder, that's what you want to be. So what I do is, usually I'm not cutting just one project at a time. So I will manually for thicker wood, 1/4-inch wood, and I'll cut all my 1/4-inch wood. And then I will manually focus and change my settings for my 1/8-inch wood, and I'll cut all of that. And then I will go back and I will just, because Thunder has a materials library, and so I just choose cardstock from the materials library because acetate, I just choose stock, and that's what I cut my acetate on. And then I don't even manually focus for the acetate. I leave it on whatever I focused it on for the 1/8 inch. I just leave it on that and it cuts it just fine. It doesn't have to be perfectly focused to cut acetate because acetate is so thin. It just doesn't have to be like this perfect focus. So, okay, so those are peeled off. I'm stalling here because I'm hoping my board is dry because I need to do some pencil lines on it. It's fairly dry. Okay, let's lay everything out so I know that it's in the right spot. We're gonna do. So what I want to do is I want to do some pencil lines on here because I want the back of the hair to be the same color. And then I want to make sure I have room for my words. So like that's going to go there. I think that would be perfect. So I laid my hair pieces on here. These are the thick ones. It doesn't really matter which ones you're laying on here for this part because you just need to like outline it. So Sue, you may not be seeing all the comments because I'm live in a couple of different places. So I'm live on my page and I'm live in my Glowforge file sharers group and I'm live on YouTube. So if I'm responding to someone and you don't see the comment, that might be why. Stream lets you go live to multiple locations at one time, which is awesome because then people can find you. All right. You don't want this to move. All right, now my pencil is not going to fit all the way in there, but I'm going to try to get it like in there. What I'm trying to do here is I want to paint the backs of these the same color. And for this in the file, but I did not because not everybody's going to want to do it this way. Not everybody's going to want the back of their hair to be the same color. So I like to make sure y'all have options. And this is just, this is not a big deal just to do a quick pencil line on here. Okay, so just like so. And I'm going to take my Posca pens. I'm going to go slightly over the lines. Did I ever answer the question about the milliliters of? Do you mean, Melissa, about the milliliters, like how thick the acetate is, or how to focus on the acetate with the laser? I'm not sure. Can you tell me what you're asking? I'm sorry. I'm going slightly over the line. Line because I don't want to see this, just a little tiny bit. And then I'm just going to color these in. Now, another option that you can do is you can put cardstock behind here. So if you want to cut cardstock out, and what you would do is the part of the file that tells you to cut it out of acetate, and cut one set of acetate, one set of cardstock. So you could do yellow cardstock, yellow, orange, and purple, or whatever color scheme you're doing. Or if you wanted to do like a pattern, you could do a pattern. This is not liking the fact that my white paint was still a little bit damp. And I knew that would happen. So yeah, you could put cardstock behind here. Be a do that yellow, orange, purple polka dotted paper behind here. That would be cute. And just Mod Podge it on. Or you could glue it on, either one. Whichever you like to do. How thick? I don't think it matters, Melissa. I've never even paid I have a couple of different brands. I just buy clear acetate. But it's, like I said, it's on my supply list. In the video description, there's a link to my supply list. And I think it's the Cricut brand that I have linked in there. That is one of the ones that I've used, and it was just perfectly fun. I'm trying not to put my hand down. It probably looks weird that I'm like holding my hand up like this while I paint, which feels very unnatural, but it's because my board is still a little bit damp, like down here, and I don't want to mess it up. And you could paint this too. I'm just using a pen because it's easier to color. And I like to color. It's like art therapy, right? Couldn't we place the hair on the square and do a score line? If you know how to do that, Sharon, you can do that. It's not, I did not do it for you in the file though. Some people don't know how to do that with their SVG files, but you could certainly do that if you want to. I just did not include it in the file because, like I said, I thought not everybody would want to do it that way. Some people will just leave it white behind there. And if you're putting sequins in there, you probably just leave it white and it would look fine. But I just, when you have an idea in your head of what you want your project to look like, this is what I pictured mine looking like. Your sequins might even show up better if you leave it white behind there. I don't know. But yes, if you know how to do that, you can certainly do that. And usually you can see score lines through paint. Like if you paint something white, usually you can still see a line, depending on, I guess, how much power you use to score it with your laser, how deep of a score you do. But I did a pretty thick coat of white paint. So I'm not sure if I would have been able to see my score line unless I really scored it on there. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is put our thick pieces on that we have not painted. So I'm going to take some of my glue and just a very thin coat because you don't want it seeping out. I'm not used to this glue dispenser, like how powerful it is. I'm afraid to squeeze it too much. Okay, there we go. I have to pick this up, see what I'm doing here for just a minute. All right, there we go. I forgot that I hadn't glued the frame down, so let me do that. All right, I think I'm getting the hang of the dispenser. I kind of like this glue. I think I might like this glue better than Stick Fast. I know I got a lot of people loving on some Stick Fast though. Okay, I'm gonna get my clamps out. And clamp this. Because you know, wood is always a little bit warped. No two pieces are perfectly flat. Okay. Now, the next piece is our orange piece. Didn't you used to use the CA glue from Amazon? Why did you change? So I bought, who's asked that? Amy. I bought this the other day at not Home Depot. I did not buy it at Home Depot. I bought it at Hobby Lobby. A lot recommended Gorilla Glue, Super Glue. And so I was there and I just thought, I'm going to grab some and just see if I like it, and I do like it. I have not compared the price per ounce though to see if it's any cheaper than the Stick Fast, because the Stick Fast is expensive. It also comes in a bigger bottle, so I'm not sure if it's more economical to use this. I have to pick this up for a minute so I can see y'all. Okay. I feel like I need to hold this because it's not, I can feel it lifting on the corners. I think I got a little bit of a warped piece of wood here. I wish I had a couple more clamps this time. Maybe if I clamp it on the corners instead of the sides, that'll work better. Let's try that. I feel like the sides are where it's like really lifting. And then this hair piece, how many ounces? This is 5.5. No, that's grams. It's only 0.19 ounces. That sounds like a very tiny little bit of glue. Because the Stick Fast is a lot more ounces than that. The Stick Fast is 4.5 ounce. So it probably, Stick Fast probably is a better deal than this. I think just because you get a lot more glue. But I was just trying something different, honestly. I like them both. This one is perfectly fine, but I didn't realize what a tiny little bit of glue it was in this bottle. It's not going to last long. Now that I use it, for sure. That's not. Oh, I missed a little bit. Hold on. This needs to let me put a little bit more blue on here. There we go. All right. Oh, is that the Stick Fast Blue link, Amy? Yeah, that's the one that I usually use. So y'all, everybody knows I use Stick Fast for that. I have not given up on Stick Fast, y'all. I'm not a Stick Fast quitter. I promise. It's still good glue. All right. So now we have these pieces on. And you want the glue on here to be totally dry before you put sequins in because you don't want your sequins to get stuck. So let's do our letters first. All right, let me get them on there the way I want them. There's like a delay on the camera. I think that looks... Here, I'm actually going to go back to Stick Fast for this if it's not lumped up here. Let's see. No, it's coming out. All right. We're going to go back to our Stick Fast because I actually do think that it comes out easier than that other one. But squeezing it hard enough. It scared me yesterday when it squirted out of there and I didn't want to squirt it all over my project. And the reason why these letters aren't all connected is because that's just how this font is. And I tried connecting them and it did not look good. So I left them disconnected. It looks cuter that way. Okay. Now, let's do some sequins. That's the most fun part. All right, does anybody have any questions so far? Okay, so now we are going to take got in multi-packs years ago, I think from like AC Moore, this craft store that used to be down the road for me that is now closed. I think that's where I might have gotten the Michaels. I don't remember. But I like them because there are multiple ways of each color. It gives you a bit of dimension to mix them up just a little bit and not put all one solid color in here. And I'm putting some of the lighter ones, this dark purple. All right, that's probably enough. You don't want too many. All right, so for our orange, I'm going to do this dark and then some of this light. And then I'm going to do a little bit of this copper down here. And I know I'm getting some colors in there that I don't want. There's some gold in there. I don't know if y'all saw that. A gold one went in there. I'm going to get that out. And maybe a little bit more. I don't know, maybe gold looks okay in there. What do y'all think? Does the gold look right in there, or is that weird? I can't tell. Y'all might not be able to tell from the camera. I think maybe it does break it up a little bit to have some gold. If you get a sequin where you don't fit, this is my tool of choice for working with sequins. This is called the Silhouette Pick Me Up. And you can get it at most craft stores, but it has this tacky little, can't see it very well. Tacky. You just can pick up sequins really easily with it. So if you get a color somewhere that you don't want, I love this tool for picking up sequins. Okay, so now we're going to do some yellow. And some gold. Oops. Just makes it super easy to pick them up. Okay, so that's what we've got so far, y'all. See how cute that is with the sprinkles in there? The sprinkles, the sequins in there. Okay, there's one little stray yellow one there. All right, so now we're going to put the acetate on. Always look like that's clear. That's two of them. Here's the other one. Okay, so now you want to take your acetate and just kind of brush it off. Make sure that there's nothing. Take a brush and just kind of, just make sure on it. And I'm going to put a little bit of stick fast. Be very careful at this part. Yes, there is a rhinestone tool that does the same thing. Actually, Jennifer, I saw someone using a rhinestone tool the other day, and I thought they don't make this in a pretty, like tool. This is it. But the rhinestone tools, they make some really pretty ones. So I thought maybe I might order one. Have real pretty ones out. All right, I do not want to get glue down in my sequins, so I'm being very careful to use just a tiny bit and kind of work fast and go around here because this is coming out quick. All right, and I see a little bit too much around the top. I'm just dabbing it because I do not want that. And the acetate. All right, so that's our sheet of acetate on there, and then we'll do all the acetate pieces first, and then we'll do the tops. And like I said, if y'all have some real thin acrylic, clear acrylic that you prefer to use for this, you certainly can do that. Make sure you have this one flipped the right way because it's not, this one doesn't go either way. It looks close enough like it does, but it only fits one way. So make sure you have it laying the right way before you put it on there. because you don't want to get glue on it and then have to flip it over. All right, inland. I can't remember, let's see. Yep, it goes all the way up there. Let's brush this one off. There we go. Okay, and now toppers, and we are almost done. Whoops. Piece of that tissue paper is blowing around in here. There we go. You can probably take these. These are shakers, Kristen. I'm going to show you at the end when you shake them what it looks like. All right, there we go, guys. And that is all finished. So you can see how you can shake them all around in there. See how they're moving around in there? How cute. Let me put them for the other camera I have up here. That is it. I love these shakers. These are my absolute favorite thing to make. They're much fun. Oh, thank you, Kristen. Yes, I have a ton of different ones in my Etsy shop. I have a lot of like little signs, and they have like little charm pieces that you can buy that go with them. So there's a ton of sets in there. But this one's brand new. This is my newest file that I just posted in there. You are so welcome, Chris. Do you have any other questions? Into the files in the video description. Yes, I'm going to do shaker ornaments. The shaker ornaments are on the way. I'm working on them. So if y'all have requests for different types of shaker ornaments, comment and let me know what designs you'd like to see. I also have a really fun new felt that I'm showing tomorrow. So tune in tomorrow. I'm going to go ahead and say 2 o'clock because 2 o'clock is working out for me for live. So it's probably going to be at 2 o'clock tomorrow. Hopefully no glitches will happen. Kristen, the acetate, all of the supplies are on my supply list, and the link is in the video description to my supply list. So I have a really fun file that I'm going to share with y'all tomorrow. So do not miss this. This is something totally different, something that I've never made before. I'm very excited about it. So, oh, hey, Mary. Oh my gosh. Mary is my stepmom. I've never on here, but I said hi. Okay, so yeah, y'all tune in tomorrow, 2 o'clock. We're going to make something totally fun for Halloween that is like something brand new that I've never done before. So don't miss it. Thank y'all for joining me, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.